lot lately. Aw, his whole body blushes.
I'm red with shame.
Aw.
And thus the end of Burt the Bashful. Hey, let's hit the beach in Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yay.
Alright, we got Shy Guy Yoshi ready to go.
Not gonna lie, Shy Guy
Clawdaddy
Yoshi is
Beach.
creepy.
Just a little bit. He's kind of like the Yoshi serial killer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna unstitch every last one of you.
Like, it's just creepy. I think because, like, the Shy Guy face is, like, the Yoshi
on
nose.
his nose. Yep. So, like, and I feel like the Shy Guy face is sentient.
Yeah.
And Yoshi's like, get it off me, get it off me, get it off. But no, those are Clawdaddies. Little snipper purses. And,
the sponge.
yeah. What's really neat is if you can angle your yarn balls just right, you can skip them atop the water.
Aww.
So it's just like blip, 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 blip.
I do like how they're using, like, little sequins to make the water, like, shimmer.
Yeah. It's just so creative.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to be saying it throughout this playthrough, but it's such a creative game. Good feel, you guys are fantastic.
Yeah.
You certainly know how to make a gamer feel good.
Good feel.
Good feel, making gamers feel good. See, there it goes. And I took out a Cheep Cheep in the process. What's nice is you just tangle them up and it's just like, oh no, I'm useless.
Ah.
I didn't miss it. Whoop. Fell through the tree there.
My
There we
little
go.
poems.
Whoop.
Friend.
Not yet. Try again. Now we got a friend.
Friendship.
Alrighty. Yep. See, now that I've played this before, I'm more familiar with it's just like, that's placed a little odd. I'll bet there's a secret
There's
in there.
something in there that I have to have.
It's very random how there's all this sponge and then like a whole brick of yarn. A whole like woolen brick. So I'm just like, I'll bet something's in there.
I'm gonna need to go there.
Hang on.
Saved it. Did we already have a watermelon?
We did not.
I bet this is watermelon.
I think you're right. Uh-oh. A little too close for comfort. I just love how they're like, back you devil! Slash, dodge,
With
parry!
their little seam ripper claws.
Yup. That's the word. Seam ripper. I was gonna say like snipper clips, but I'm like, no, snipper clips is the name of a video game.
No, those look like they're seam rippers.
It was a Switch launch title. Oh, what do we turn into?
A motorcycle.
Motor Yoshi. Moto Yoshi. All right, here we go.
He's like, I'm rearing and I'm ready to go.
But no, these are fun. Just make sure to get all the clocks so you don't run out of time. Yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That probably cost me a little bit.
Free falling.
Pretty much, yep. By the way, if you hear some like banshee yowls, we're into winter, folks.
Yeah, we have like a super windy day going on. And it's snowing.
It's Winnie the Pooh in the blustery day. Got him. That was my last yarn ball.
Oh no.
Gotta put it to good use.
Well, you can eat the Shy Guys.
I'm gonna eat the little baddie. There we go. Now there's one spot where you can like dive under and pop up on the other side. I think it's here because there's that little opening. So hang on. Haha! So we're gonna go down and bounce back up.
40 win.
Oh, in this level you can also use watermelons to spit seeds. Making things a lot easier than tediously like light it up fire. And again. No, you got rapid fire.
Wasn't there a scene
Now
in
it's a shoot 'em up.
the Korean anime that we watched where they were like spitting seeds like that? The one with the mask, where like if he takes his mask off, he dies.
I think there was, but I think they played it more for like cute because it was supposed to be like a very
it was supposed to be like a wholesome,
romantic / dramatic.
Like, yeah.
God, it was until you said the mask that I was like, what is she talking? Oh, that one, like Hotten on the Ruby or something like that. I loved that anime.
So good. It was so good.
Even though it made you cry, you're just
Sob.
like, what is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with you?
I forget what I remember the context. So, like, you just refused to pick something. You were just like, I don't know, you pick. So I was just like, well.
You're like, I'm gonna make this bitch.
Yeah, basically. I'm like, I love this anime. I know she's gonna cry, but screw it. Here we go. And basically the plot is like this boy is like part spirit and he cannot physically touch a human or he'll disappear. So you can probably guess how the ending goes, but the way they go about it is so brilliant because it's this girl that's like kind of bored with summer until she meets this boy and now she looks forward to like her summer break.
Yeah.
But it's just like we can play but no touch. And as a kid, she's just like, well, I'll touch anyways. And he's just like, no. And he like smacks her in the head with a stick and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then as she gets older, like they start to develop feelings and stuff like that. But like it's very wholesome.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Oh, you know what? I remember the scene now. So like she's talking to her father or grandfather, whoever it is.
And he's
like,
just
spitting
seeds.
watermelon seeds as he's casually like, not even casually, talking about like maturity and stuff like that. And like, hey, this is part of growing up. And like he'll say these serious things and then But yeah, that was when you were like, you don't watch much anime. What anime do you watch? And like that was one of the few that like I watched just on a whim. I don't even remember how I found it. I think there was like a music video or something. I was just like, I love this concept. I want to see what goes with it. And then I watched it, and like with the exception of Hachi, like that was the closest I came to like a piece of media making me like sob, yeah. Brought me to tears. We still have yet to watch Hachi.
I know, I came up a couple days ago and you were like wiping your face off and I was like, are you okay? And you were like, I watched a Hachi piece. I was like, oh god.
It was this new recommendations for Christmas movies. And it was just talking about movies that like technically don't classify as like a Christmas classic, but they revolve around Christmas. And they were just like going through scenes, like there was no narration, it was just going through scenes. And then the Hachi came and I was like, son of a bitch, he finds the dog at Christmas. And then it showed like parts of the movie. And then we get to the last third where the violin kicks in, and sure as shit, I start sobbing. It is such a sad movie. A beautiful movie, though. Because, like, it starts with, like, an old teacher that's just...
was right, Watermelon Yoshi.
Watermelon Yoshi. It's
Melon.
a teacher that's kind of like... His kids are on the way of moving out. It's just him and his wife.
He's getting empty nests.
He's getting empty nest, and he finds this dog to, like, re-spark his life. And the wife's just kind of like, we agreed no dogs. Like, it's just you and me now. And, like, it's a very beautiful movie. There's even a scene where the wife suspects, like, he snuck the dog in, but he actually, like, set out, like, a romantic dinner for them just to, like, rekindle the love and like that.
Yeah.
It's very wholesome. And then the ending happens, and if you know this true story, like, it's also parodied in Futurama.
Yeah.
With, like, Fry and his dog. That was how I told you about it. It's just like, oh, that's the plot of Hachi. And, like, that's the last third, and oh my god. No other movie has come close. Not Old Yeller, not Marley and Me, not I Am Legend.
See, that's the thing for me is, like, if I know the animal is going to die, I will avoid...
I didn't know when I first saw the movie.
I will avoid the movie like the plague.
By the way, we're in Burt's fortress. This is Burt the Bashful, so he is like a mainstay enemy in the Yoshi games.
Okay.
And the only difference here is he's made of wool. But originally he's just like a recurring baddie, much like Wispy Woods in the Kirby games. Like, you're always going to see that damn tree.
Yeah.
Somewhere. But you're never going to see Burt the Bashful in Mario games. He's exclusively a Yoshi enemy. Whereas Shy Guys, they're all around.
Yeah.
Shy Guys were actually introduced in Mario 2, which is interesting because Mario 2 is the one Mario that they kind of like don't revisit anything of. The only thing that lasts is Shy Guys, Birdo, and I think that's it. POW Blocks, maybe? Because originally it was a game called Doki Doki Panic that had like these whimsical wizards and like kind of had an Arabic feel, like Arabian Nights characters. And when they brought it to America, they said, let's just slap Mario characters over it and call it Mario 2. Because the actual Mario 2 was called The Lost Levels, and it was just a harder Super Mario Brothers. And Nintendo was literally like, this is too hard for Americans.
Yeah.
So instead, let's just switch Doki Doki Panic, which just wouldn't fit well in the Western climate. So they slapped Mario. Or I don't know if that would be the case. I don't know how like a Middle Eastern, because at the time Aladdin was a thing. But I guess they just decided, throw Mario on it.
What year was it?
89?
Okay.
Either 89 or 90. But yeah, there's a lot of cool critters in Mario 2 that never again saw the light of day because they're not actual Mario characters. They're Doki Doki Panic characters. But one of them, the main villain, who's Wart, he showed up in Link's Awakening. He was the Frog King.
Oh.
That was the same design as Wart. They decided to reuse him for Link's Awakening. So I was just like, at least Wart gets another bout. Good to see old Wart again.
I don't know. I think about that sometimes when it's like how you'll say like, oh, we don't get to see any of these cool characters anymore. And it's just kind of like,
well, they're mainstays. It would be like seeing something for Adventure Time and not seeing the Ice King.
Yeah.
You'd be like, where's the Ice King? Or where's Lemon Grab?
Well, it's like...
Actually, no one says that.
Yeah. Because I just think about like the games that resonate with me, and I'm like, I don't know how I would feel if I saw like Donna in Ys 9. I'd be like, you don't belong there. Like, she's my favorite character in Ys 8.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't belong in Ys 9.
So apparently she is in Ys 9, but just as like a tiny little Easter egg. And I don't want to like spoil what it is, but I've heard that like there's a side quest you can do where you can like hear messages from other characters. Mm. And like the more you do of the side quest, the more
as
characters.
Like a playable character, like she's.
Oh, I got you.
Not just a little Easter egg, but like.
Donna should be in Smash.
She would murder everyone.
In Smash Brothers. Everyone would be like, Adol would make a good fit for Smash. I'm like, Donna would be better. I think she'd be more unique. I think it'd be really cool. Ouch. Poor Yoshi.
Oh, the things we do for money.
But I don't know. It's similar to like if you played like a SpongeBob game and there's no Gary the Snail or there's no Larry the Lobster. And I'm like, that's interesting. Or no Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. It's something that like doesn't detract from the game, but it's just like, they decided to exclude this character. That's really the end of it.
Yeah.
So when I'm just like, all these Mario mainstays, I wonder whatever happened to this one.
Well, when you say like they were only ever in one game, to me that doesn't feel like a mainstay.
That's true.
So it's like...
See, I thought you were referring to when I was talking about Castlevania, I'm like, where's Death?
No, it's like, whenever...
Because I do it more than just in Mario.
Well, they only use this character one time. It'd be nice to see them again. And it's like, would it though? Like, do they belong in another game, or is this their game?
Yeah. Because sometimes, I agree with you, like, sometimes a villain, mainly villains, like, when they die, they die. When they serve their purpose, if they're a mainstay like Bowser, where, like, he doesn't really die, that's fine. But, like, there's a lot of Mario villains, when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah. And it's like, so I just often wonder that, because I'm trying to, like, learn more about...
But, like, characters like Wispy Woods, he's just a recurring boss.
Yeah.
And speaking of recurring boss, here he is. We're going to face Burt the Bashful.
I bet that Yoshi's going to be a Burt.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure all the boss castles, when you create a Yoshi, it's like a Yoshi variant of that boss.
Yeah.
Yoshi's sure persistent. I assumed they'd have all run home by now. Fine, Burt, hitch up your pants and go bust up that Yoshi.
Okay.
He's like, my arms are tucked inside my pants. I think they're hitched up long enough. But there he is, Burt the Bashful. And he has a groovy battle theme. So basically, all you gotta do, hit him with a yarn ball and strip his pants.
Aww. He's like,
unravel
no,
his pants.
Not my pantaloons.
But that's how you fight him in all the other games. You hit him, and like his pants slowly give away. And then when he's naked, he blushes and flies away.
Aww.
That's how it works.
I do like on these guys how, like, his arms are knitted in front of his pants.
Aw, crap. You can only unravel from the front end. You can't pull his pants down from behind.
He needs to be able to see you pantsing him.
You gotta make it see happen. What was that phrase? He has to see it happen. There we go.
I've been doing that a lot lately. Aw, his whole body blushes.
I'm red with shame.
Aw.
And thus the end of Burt the Bashful. Hooray! I just embarrassed an enemy to death. Ha-ha! And there we go. Got all the flowers. Got all the yarn. Took no damage.
Boom.
Ooh!
And you got all this stuff.
Perfect score. Alrighty, so that's the end of World 1. We have a bonus level that we're going to do because we collected all the flowers.
Yeah.
And then it's off to World 2. You got up to World 4, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So from World 4, then it's going to be blind.
Yeah. But I mean, again, it's been so long that I remember, but not all of it.
Okay. You knitted Burt the Yoshi back together. All right, puppers. We'll see you all in the next episode as we take on the challenge stages. These are pretty rough, I'm not going to lie.
All right.
See ya then. Whoop. That's what Kamek's saying. Toodles! Off to World 2! I just love how the volcano's a hat.
That's really
That
cute.
is such a beautiful touch. Satan liked it too.
Satan.
Oh, Satan. Da 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 da.